I have reviewed Iran's proposal. It is totally unacceptable. They are asking for everything and giving nothing in return.
Calling a balanced and reasonable proposal totally unacceptable reveals exactly who is not serious about ending this conflict.
We must be very clear. No one thinks it is a good idea for Iran to have a nuclear weapon. That must remain completely off the table.
Trump calls it totally unacceptable. Araghchi fires back. Rubio warns on nuclear weapons. Global media goes into overdrive.
Unbelievable. Totally unacceptable is exploding.
Escalation in Tehran. Tehran response is surging. Protests are growing. The totally unacceptable everywhere. World reaction is massive. Iran response dominate.
Iran's offer was totally unacceptable. We will not be taken advantage of.
Every time diplomacy is close, the US chooses reckless military adventure. Iranians never bow to pressure.
Words matter. We need to move from rejection to serious negotiations before this gets out of control. Trump and Araghchi are going back and forth. Oil is swinging wildly. It's spiking again. Sell now. Buy the dip. The spread is massive. Hedge everything. This is insane.
Ministers, the alert is severe. Berlin agrees this is escalating. Paris echoes that. Action is needed. This war of words is dangerous. We urge both sides to lower the temperature.
We stand with Araghchi, no surrender. We stand with Araghchi, no surrender. We stand with Araghchi, no surrender.
The rejection was strong, but now we're in a full media war. We need to control the narrative. Control the narrative, we hit back, hard and fast. Agreed, we need a strong counter-narrative. Our proposal was designed to end the war fairly. Rejecting it so quickly only prolongs suffering.
And what is your next step? The movement is exploding online.
Our defenses are mobilizing now.
Likes are surging. Keep fighting.
They're spreading chaos. Counterattack.
Viral. We can't stop now.
Order must prevail. Lock it down.
This is not the time for sound bites. This is the time for serious adult diplomacy.
The older generation resisted with strength. We resist with words and truth. Our posts will reach the world. Support Araghchi. This Araghchi is good with words, but we will not be bullied. We will not be bullied. We support Iran's call for a fair and balanced agreement. Russia agrees. We stand united. Everyone is talking about Trump and Araghchi today.
Words are flying. The world watches. But behind the scenes, diplomacy may still have a chance.
Araghchi is cooking Trump. Trump just exposed Iran.
Public statements are getting heated. We need to move past the sound bites and return to serious private negotiations.
Every time diplomacy is close, America chooses military adventure. Our proposal was fair. Rejection changes nothing.
Araghchi's response is weak and full of excuses. Totally unacceptable. What started as a diplomatic proposal has turned into a full-blown war of words between Trump and Araghchi.
European leaders are calling for de-escalation.
But the rhetoric is only intensifying.
Trump said totally unacceptable. We say Iran will never bow. Exactly. We must amplify this. Post it everywhere for Araghchi.
Prices are spiking. What's the news? OPEC just announced cuts. Another tweet from Trump or Araghchi and oil moves another 3%. Copy, buying on the dip.
React now, buy, sell. This war of words must not lead to military action. All parties should return to serious dialogue. Sir, the war of words is hurting our image. We need to lower the temperature. Lower the temperature, we can't back down now.
Mr. President, caution is key here.
Caution is overrated.
Mr. Araghchi, what is Iran's position?
We offered a serious proposal. Rejection without discussion is not diplomacy, it is posturing.
And the next steps?
Words lead to war. Negotiate now. Words lead to war.
We need to bring both sides back to the table before this verbal war becomes something worse. Agreed, we must act now. Time is short. Let's coordinate.
Araghchi resistance, Iran strong! Araghchi resistance, Iran strong! Araghchi resistance, Iran strong! Resist Iran strong!
This Araghchi is good with words, but actions speak louder.
Despite the harsh words, both sides are still open to private talks.
That's encouraging. We must maintain this channel.
Agreed.
Trump versus Araghchi, the war of words is everywhere today.
Why did Trump reject it so fast? Maybe Iran's offer wasn't that bad.
Are you serious? We can't trust them. It's too risky.
But what if diplomacy was working? Now we look weak.
We need more intel.
Words can escalate conflict or open doors. We choose the latter. Our proposal remains on the table.
Mr. President, any update on Iran?
We are always open to a better deal. Iran knows what they need to do.
So there's room for diplomacy?
Always. The door is open.
The words were sharp, but behind them, diplomacy is quietly trying to find a way forward.
This war of words is getting dangerous. Both Trump and Araghchi must lower the temperature and return to real talks. Words can start wars or open doors. Our proposal was fair. We remain ready for serious negotiations.
Mr. President, what's your message to Iran?
We are always open to a better deal. Iran knows what they need to bring to the table. So talks are possible? They know.
The public statements were tough, but the door for real diplomacy is still open. Let's keep it that way. I'll coordinate with the mediators. Stand by.
The war of words is cooling. Oil prices are finally coming down a bit.
Finally, some good news. The markets are stabilizing. Despite the harsh public words, both sides are now talking seriously again. We are committed to real progress here. Good. Let's build on this momentum. Agreed. Let's continue.
We stand strong, Iran will not bow. We stand strong, Iran will not bow. We stand strong, Iran will not bow. We stand strong, Iran will not bow.
The verbal battle is winding down. Now we prepare for the next round of real negotiations.
Good. Let's get the data. We need leverage.
Affirmative. The metrics show we have the upper hand. The words were sharp, but it looks like diplomacy might win this time.
Words can escalate or de-escalate. We choose the path of diplomacy and justice. We are open to serious negotiations. Let's see if Iran is ready for a real deal. Both sides have agreed to return to the table for a new round of serious talks. After all the harsh words, it looks like diplomacy might actually work. We go to the table strong and united. Our red lines remain firm. After days of sharp exchanges, the war of words appears to be winding down.
Thank goodness. A truce at last.
Peace talks successful. What a relief.
Words nearly escalated the conflict, but diplomacy may still prevail. In the end, words started the battle, but wisdom may end it. We must find a path to peace. Let this be the first step. Together we can build a future for the good of our people. After the war of words, diplomacy finds a way.
The war of words is over. A new round of talks begins. Hope remains.